Welcome to the new lecture. In this lecture, we are going to discuss the degree of relationship set. So in the previous lecture, we have discussed about the relationship and relationship sets. So please refer those sections for a better understanding. Right? So in this class, we are going to learn about the degree of a relationship. So what is a degree of relationship? It is the number of entity sets that participate in a relationship set is termed as degree of a relationship set. Let us understand the definition by an example. See here we have a relationship. Relationship is represented by a diamond. Now, for this relationship, there are entities participating, right? So, how many entities are participating? There are two entities participating, right? So, for a what is degree of relationship? The degree of a relationship is the number of entities that participate in a relationship. So here how many entities are participating? Two. So it is called as binary, right? So what is degree? What is the point we have to understand is what is degree? Degree is number of entities it participate. In this case we have two, but it can be three entities. It can be four entities participating. It can be a unique entity, only a single entity. So depending on this, the degrees of relationship are classified. So the degree of a relationship is the number of entity sets that participate in a relationship set is termed as degree of a relationship set. I think you have understood, right? So this degree of relationships are classified into the four categories, right? Four types. One is called as a unary relationship set, second one binary, and third one ternary, and fourth one n-ary. N-ary means it can be anything. It can be four entities participating. It can be five entity. That is four, five or more. So it is generally we call it's a altogether as a n-ary relationship set. So let us discuss of each and every one in detail. Let's start with the unary relationship set. Now it is about the unary relationship set. So as we already studied, for a relationship, how many entities are participating, based on that the degree of relationship is given. So this is our relationship. So right, for this relationship, how many entities are participating? Only one, that is unary. Only one, that is if we have only one entity set participating in a relationship set, then it is called as unary relationship set, right? So here what is the example here? A person married to a person. So it's a common phenomenon. Now, a entity, person is an entity. Now we have a relationship which is going to look for itself, right? So see here, a person married to a person. So here we have only one entity in participating. So it is called as unary relationship set. Let us take another example. See here we have a relationship. So for this relationship, how many entities are associated? Only one, right? That is, we have is such type of a business case. See here, employee reports to an employee. See here, there can be in an employee there can be a manager and there can be a an employee, normal employee. So a manager advises his employees. So and also these particular these particular employees are going to report to the particular manager, right? So here employee reports to employee. Now such cases leads to another principle, that is we have another technique here to, that is we are going to give the role for the particular links, this particular links. So there will be role indicators. So there will be role indicators. Now what do you mean role indicators? What are role indicators here? So the role indicators are, see here, one employee is going to behave as a supervisor, and one employee is going to behave as a subordinate, right? Now employee reports to employee, so there are different roles here. One is going to act as a supervisor, one employee, the other is going to act as a subordinate. So in such cases where there is a unary relationships, in such cases we are going to give the role indicators, right? So the role indicators are used if an entity plays more than one role. See here, employee plays more than one role. It acts as supervisor and acts as subordinate. If an entity plays more than one role, then the role indicators come into the play, right? So we have to specify the roles, right? So we have studied about the unary relationship set, and now we are going to study about the binary relationship set. So the name itself indicates binary means how many entities are going to participate? Two. So right, let us look it. So a binary relationship, if we have two entity sets participating in a relationship set, then it is called as a binary relationship set. See here we have a relationship set called teachers. In the teachers, how many entities are participating? Two entities. One entity name is teacher, another entity name is subject. So such type of relationship set are called as binary relationship set. We can also take another example. Suppose if we take here student enrolled in course. Now in this particular example, student is an entity, right? Enrolled is a relationship. Enrolled in is a relationship and course is the another entity. So we are have given the links. We are going to study about this link. They are most important, right? So here how many entities have participated? Two entities in a relationship, right? So it is also another example. So such type of relationship sets called as binary relationship set. So we have studied about the binary relationship set. Next we are going to study about the ternary relationship set. So ternary, the words mean three. So for a relationship, how many entities are going to be participated? Three, right? Let's look over it. So if we have three entities participating in a relationship set, it is called as ternary relationship set. So see here, this is a relationship. So how many entities are participating? Three. So such type of relationship is called as ternary relationship set, right? So employee works in a department at a particular location. See here how easily we can represent it in an ER diagram. We can simply signify our words easily with the ER diagrams, right? So again in the coming lecture we are going to learn about the cardinalities which add extra features for the ER diagram. So here we are just learning about normal we are learning about the relationship set itself, right? So if we have three entities, we call it as what? Ternary relationship set. So we have discussed about the ternary relationship set. Next is n-ary relationship set, right? So here we have given the name as the n-ary. N can be any number. It can be 4 or it can be 5 or it can be anything, right? So we call n-ary means n can stand for anything. If n is 4, it means how many entities are participating? 4. If n is 5, then how many entities are participating in the relationship? 5. So such like this we are going to have this n-ary relationship set. Let's study about it. So n-ary relationship set, if we have n entities participating in a relationship, then it is called as n-ary relationship set. So see here, this is our example, this is our relationship. So in this relationship, how many entities are participating? 4. So it is here n is what? N is 4. That is, for if we have n is equal 4, that is 4 entities are participating, right? So there can be many entities participating. So generally 1, 2, 3 we have named as the unary, binary and trinary. So after that we will call them as the n-ary relationship set. So n-ary means n number of entities participating. See here the example. See here this particular business case of a hospital. See here, a doctor give the prescription to a patient, right? So when he gives a prescription to the patient, the prescription contains a drug and also prescription is specified by a date. See here, if the date is an entity, the patient is an entity, the doctor is an entity and drug is also entity. Now the prescription is a relationship which joins all these four. So this is a where case n equal to 4 we can have many relations. So altogether we will name them as n-ary relationship set. So we have studied about the n-ary relationship set. So altogether we have studied about the different types of the relationship set. Hope you have understood these things, right? So in the coming class we are going to study about the mapping cardinalities. Most important topics, please look over it and get a better understanding.